Take a look at this model of the Roman Republic around 100 BC. Its geographic borders made it one of the most powerful civilizations on Earth. But this vast territory was controlled by an internal network of warring political factions. The Republic was unstable. The Senate was locked in constant turf wars, wealth inequality was surging, and Roman generals were beginning to realize that their armies were loyal to them personally, rather than to the state. This was the specific environment into which Julius Caesar was born. Even as a young man, Caesar showed no interest in remaining a rank-and-file soldier. He was driven by a specific, intense goal: to reach the very top of the Roman political hierarchy. He spent his early career proving his bravery on the battlefield and then leveraging those military honors to win elections, steadily climbing the ladder of Roman office. But in a system built on a delicate balance of competing powers, an individual who rises too fast is seen as a threat. By succeeding within the system, Caesar was inadvertently positioning himself as a target for those who wanted to preserve the status quo. Caesar eventually secured a massive opportunity. He was appointed commander of Gaul, roughly modern-day France, with a mandate to expand the empire's borders. Over 8 years, Caesar's legions conquered tribe after tribe, adding vast new territory to Rome's map. As borders pushed outward, his popularity followed the exact same trajectory. To the average Roman citizen, Caesar was now a hero whose success benefited the entire republic. Back in the capital, the political elite watched these numbers with dread. A general with a battle-hardened army and overwhelming public support was exactly the kind of force that could ignore the Senate's authority. This created a dangerous cycle. Every province Caesar secured for Rome made him a savior to the public, but a mortal threat to the leaders who feared losing their own influence. By 49 BC, the Senate issued a direct ultimatum. They ordered Caesar to resign his military command, return as a private citizen, or be branded an enemy. Caesar chose to fight. He led his army across the Rubicon River, an explicitly illegal act under Roman law that signaled a civil war. Caesar's veteran legions proved too powerful for his rivals. He defeated the Senate's forces on the battlefield, effectively taking control of the state by force. With no opposition left, he pressured the Senate to grant him a title that had never been held permanently: dictator for life. This title made it official. The laws that had governed Rome for centuries no longer had the power to restrain a single individual. The Republic, in practice, was over. For many senators, Caesar's new title was the final proof that he intended to crown himself a king, ending the Roman system of shared government forever. A secret group of conspirators formed, convinced that the only way to save the Republic was to physically remove the man who had consolidated all power for himself. On March 15, 44 BC, the Ides of March, Caesar arrived at a scheduled Senate meeting, unaware that his own colleagues were waiting for him. As he entered the hall, he was suddenly surrounded and ambushed. The attackers struck him more than 20 times. In his final moments, Caesar recognized Marcus Junius Brutus among the attackers, a man he had treated as a close friend. His last words, "You too, Brutus," highlighted the personal nature of the betrayal. The assassination was the final result of his centralization of power. By gathering all authority into his own hands, Caesar had made himself the only obstacle to those who wanted to restore the old order. The assassins believed that by killing the dictator, the Republic would naturally return to its old ways. They were wrong. Instead of peace, the assassination created a power vacuum that triggered years of even more brutal civil wars. Caesar's adopted son, Augustus, eventually emerged from this chaos. He didn't restore the Republic. He used his predecessor's momentum to officially establish himself as the first emperor of Rome. The Senate's attempt to save the Republic by force only accelerated its collapse. Caesar's career established the blueprint for an imperial system that would last for centuries, with his very name serving as the standard title for emperors across dozens of different cultures for the next 2 millennia.